Hey Scott and everyone else. Welcome to 4Running Shoes. This is my first video that I'm doing on my own, so I'm going to be talking a bit about my history in running, where I'm at the moment, and also just how this last week's been. I started running about 4 years ago. I did pretty well to start with. I think I was running close to 20 minutes after a couple of months of training. I did my first marathon about 3 months in, and yeah, it went really well. I really enjoyed running and I was pretty excited about it. But after I finished my half marathon, and this often happens when I run big events, I had a bit of a rest period and my routine went out and just never got back into running for a few months. So my routine's been a bit on and off since then. About 3 years ago, I was probably at my peak as far as my best performance level. I was running about, a bit less than 20 minute 5Ks, 19:15 is about my PB. And then also a 10K, I was able to do that in about 41 minutes, 41:30. So yeah, I was running around 4-minute pace. I was running really well, I was really happy about that. But then again, I got out of the routine and it just hasn't really stuck since then. But then this year, I was like, enough's enough. I really want to get back into running. At the beginning of this year in January, I set like a New Year's resolution to run 1,000 kilometers this year. And that's really helped me, I guess. I don't know, just setting up routines and different things have helped me to stick to that. So actually at the moment, I'm about 500 kilometers in and it's only the beginning of June. So yeah, I'm doing really well. I think I'm gonna get there. I'm a bit ahead of schedule. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. And I think this running channel has also helped me to get into form pretty well, even this last week. As I said, when I do big events, I often get out of routine. And so I had a big event at the beginning of May that I ran. It was actually a 26K run. I did that, which was really cool, but then I had, I was tired, sore after that. I had a rest period, and then, it was hard to get back into the swing of it. But this last week has actually gone really well since then. This year, I've started with about a small mileage of 10 to 15Ks, and then just slowly increasing that by about 10% each week. And just seeing that steady increase. Again, in May, I dropped off a bit, but steady increase again up to what I'm running now. So this last week, I ran 44 kilometers, which was my goal, and it's the first time I've hit my goal since that big run. And it's the longest I think ever probably run in a week. So it's really exciting. I think ultimately I felt good. I'll show a couple of videos about how my run went, a few of my runs. Ultimately, I've been running early in the mornings. Sometimes in the afternoons or even in the middle of the day if I can do that. Running with Scott. I set a goal on our last video to run intervals, try that a bit more. I haven't been doing that much lately. They've been going all right. I think I'll make next week's video more about that. And what I'm learning, because I'm still getting into the swing of it, but I think it's really helping me actually. It's been encouraging. And then also hill running is something I need to add in a bit more. I've just been running laps of a reserve near me. It's just really flat and really easy running, but that's been good to increase my cardio, but I think my leg strength is really lacking. So that's something I'm trying to build up a bit. I need to maybe even put in some workouts throughout the week. I'm just trying to figure out what's the best thing to do in that area. I think just getting used to running hills a bit is going to help a lot. Just working on that. So that's something for me to develop in the future weeks. I started off this week with a 5K. It was early morning. I might show that video now. I'm glad that run's behind me. I only ran 5Ks, I was hoping for a bit longer, but under the conditions and I didn't feel super fresh, so I'm glad to switch that around, and we'll get to the longer runs later in the week. Then the next run, I took a day off after that, and the next run was a 13-kilometer run, which was actually really encouraging. I had bad shin splints, and I think the 6K I did the next day was impacted a lot by my shin splints. But ultimately, it was good. It was nice to run a really long distance. Almost 8Ks in, about 5Ks to go. Woo! Shin splints, hurting quite a bit, but I think it's still manageable. Still looking to finish. I'm on a exploration run, so there's not much option. If I cut straight home now, it'll probably be 3K, so I may as well stick out the other two. Woo. Alright. I did 13K and then I ran 5 days in a row. So this is the first week I think I've run 6 days, like 6 days in the week. Usually I run about 5 or even 4. And yeah, not too much back-to-back running. But I did 5 days in a row this week, and I felt pretty good after it, so not too bad, but I'm taking a rest day on Monday this week. Thanks for watching my first video. It's really exciting to think about where this could all go. Finding it motivating for you guys to keep us accountable, and for Scott, for you to keep me accountable as well. And yeah, it's fun running together, Scott. So yeah, I'm just keen to see, with consistent training, how it's going to go. Obviously, we didn't have our baby this week, so yeah, we're sort of expecting her to come this week, maybe next week. But yeah, when she comes, I'm just going to try and see how I go as far as keeping my running up. Obviously, I might not have the energy or motivation or even the time to do it, but yeah, I'll just give myself a bit of grace with that, and yeah, just see if I can keep it up and get back into it as soon as I can afterwards. So anyway, I'm really excited for that, and yeah, please join us on the next videos. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you can keep up to date with us. Cool, thanks guys.